The second half of the debate between DJ Hed and Maul made me realize Hed is way too nice. What up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, keeps the notes, Cashapp to CLBMG. Join the membership, gang. Listen, you know how they say, right job, wrong man. I'm not here to disrespect DJ Hed in any way, shape, or form. I am only here to speak on what I saw upon watching the second half of the battle or debate, right, between Maul and DJ Hed in regards to Kendrick and Drake battling from the start of Like That, I want to say, all the way up to Not Like Us and to now. All of the things have transpired. And I watched this debate. I watched the first half. My first video, I dug deep. This one, I'm not going to dig so deep because I watched everything, and what I realized is Hed was playing too nice. Very, very, it's not even like, oh, you're being nice. It's almost two guys that are volleying little soft, like they're playing racquetball. They're volleying little shots to each other back and forth. And Hed came in my opinion, to not offend Maul. They have this weird relationship, this dynamic that apparently they are buddies on the outside of this, and this was never going to work from day one. This was two guys that are too cozy, too comfy in a professional way, not a real way, not like we're friends and you come to my house for cookouts or we go out to dinner. They're professional friends, whereas he'll see him in a party in the hills, he'll go up and dap him up, and they'll have a beer while they're both there, and then they'll leave their separate ways. So they want to maintain that that professionalism. And DJ Hed clearly came in with an agenda too. Let's just be honest, agenda isn't always a bad word. It's not always a bad word. It's just a word before you get in your tizzy saying, I'm saying he had an agenda. But the agenda was, let's just be honest, to use that platform for what it's worth, get his numbers up. It's just, this is what this business, gang. And we heard a lot of talk about business in the second half of this podcast, this Rory and Maul show. We heard a lot of conversation. Maul kept going on about business, and I want to get into that, how it was so much business advantageous things involved for everyone other than Drake. Drake had nothing to gain. But for DJ Hed, I'm just going to be honest, stepping back and looking at the whole thing, Hed came in to advance his podcast and to have a viral moment. I'm just going to be honest. Because the things that he let Maul get away with and just sat there and chuckled, and I get it, that's a response that some people enjoyed. To me, it wasn't that I enjoyed it or not, but he let Maul get away with saying a lot of things with no response whatsoever. And then they diverted into nonsense that had nothing to do. Why are we talking about radio program directors? Why are we talking about, oh, did you like the song? Did I like they were talking about stuff. They derailed a lot of things that had nothing to do with the conversation at hand about Kendrick and Drake. They start talking about, yo, if your man grab a girl in the ass, are you going to fight for it? Like, it just devolved. He let Maul take it into weird spaces that had nothing to do with nothing. And then when Maul really said something really egregious, he wouldn't do anything. He wouldn't say anything but smile. I think these guys are way too buddy-buddy for this debate to have ever meant anything to anybody. I'm just going to be honest. They both were alluding to, I know these red button things. If I said them, it would change the game on his head. Why would you come into a debate with all these things that you know but you can't say? So you're not even really talking to each other about the battle. You're diverting it into cryptic little, oh yeah, but I mean, you weren't behind the scenes. I was there, but I can't say why. Oh, this person has something to say about Drake, but I can't say who. And I was mad at this guy, but I don't know if I can divulge anything else. It's a bunch of, the entire second half is two guys alluding to having all of this insider knowledge that they can't say, won't say, right? And the entire time I'm watching Hed explode, but he won't confront Maul on half the stuff he's saying. And then Hed admittedly says he doesn't prep for these things. He should have prepped a little bit, because when they asked Hed, what about Maul is delusional? He used the word delusional, and all three of them jumped up out of their chair. I'm not going to say embarrassed as much, but Rory and Maul both wanted to hear, well, what's delusional? What any freaking idiot that's been watching freaking social media for the last year can easily say Maul is delusional, and he wouldn't even need to prove it. You don't even need to prove it to say Maul is delusional. But Hed had no answer. He's like, yo, well, I can't remember. Hed came into this thing with a lot of can't remembers. A lot of, I'm not sure, I can't remember, da-da-da. He did have some snappy comebacks, right? A lot of times he would defend his position, say, who said that? When did that happen? And it was, that was good. But when pressed on things, Hed was missing a lot of key information that would have shut a lot of the stuff that Maul was saying down. That's why this was not a debate. It was two guys talking who didn't want to offend each other. And most of the stuff that Maul was saying was dumb and it was stupid. It made no sense, but Hed couldn't combat him because he didn't have enough information that he could divulge. Right? He's sitting there talking to Kendrick half the time, and he doesn't even want to say any of the stuff that he's talking to him about. Okay, you can say that. I can't say this, but you can still tell us something to make Maul look dumb as he was sounding. He didn't want to challenge Maul on half the stuff he said. When he only really responded when he was asked certain questions. He wouldn't interrupt Maul for any reason. And I'm like, this is a debate, gang. You're going to interrupt somebody at some point. Maul saying the most ridiculous shit. Oh, what does Drake have to gain from this? He has to gain nothing from this. What the fuck is he battling for? You're talking on both sides of your neck. Drake had nothing to gain. Everybody has something to gain except for Drake, who's the biggest artist in the world. Then what the fuck did he make a song for? Maul, make this shit make sense, gang. Why did he battle if he had nothing to gain? Please make it make sense. Maul sit there and said, you talking to the guy that thinks Drake didn't lose the battle. It don't matter what you fucking think, nigga. Everybody's telling you he lost. This nigga has a lawsuit. He fucking lost, dog. And Hed sitting there letting him say nonsense. Well, I'm the guy that thinks he didn't lose. I think he won on bars. Who the fuck cares what you think, nigga? He got a lawsuit. The entire world says he lost. This dude Kendrick has broken every record with the song. You keep saying he should stop performing. How dumb is this? He's sitting there telling Hed, he's sitting across from Hed, who plays not like us at every event, every show, every party, everywhere he fucking goes, and he let Maul sit there and say he should stop performing that song. Make this shit make sense, gang. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. See, the difference of me debating him, because I would have matched his energy. Because he says the most ridiculous shit, and there was zero pushback. So he gets that dumb shit gets to it gets to fester there. It's allowed to it's encouraged, right? The Mary's so sick of arguing with the nigga, she can't even confront the shit no more. And Rory just sits there and laughs. But if we're gonna call this a debate, y'all pushing 250,000 views, everybody's tuning in. This is what you wanted. This is what y'all asked for. Hed was the wrong person for this. I'm just going to be honest. No disrespect to Hed, and he ain't gotta act like me, right? He ain't gotta act like fucking me, but he gotta do something when this guy says the dumbest shit he's saying. Oh, when Drake realized he was a business move. It was a business move for every fucking body. Why'd you let him say that shit? It was a business move, and they was moving on business. Drake was in it for the love of the... Was he really? Was he really in it for this fucking love of the fucking game? You think that's what this was? Hed sit there, literally let this nigga demonize Kendrick and make it like he's this money-hungry, business-minded, just scavenger, just sitting here trying to fucking make these moves and politic and fucking all this bullshit. Rory literally says, hold on, Maul. Not Like Us. When Not Like Us dropped on May 3rd, Drake dropped the Hard Part 6 in 24 hours. So the narrative that you're creating, that he had all of this industry level planning and Drake saw the whole thing in 24 hours, he saw that Lucien Grange was behind it all, UMG was behind it all, that the whole thing was a setup to devalue him. You let this motherfucker Maul sit there and say all this nonsense. He said the most goofiest shit. Even Rory had to check him. He said, Maul, come on, gang, it ain't making no sense. That's what Rory was saying. But again, Hed is telling us, I got people I got to respond to. I can't sit up here and talk crazy. Okay, we understand that, Head. And like, again, it's no disrespect. We understand that you're taking this light. This is just a jog in the park. This is a walkthrough. But at the end of the day, a lot of people didn't tune in for that. We finally got somebody in that building to challenge this dude on the nonsense he says. And yes, you challenged him, but you really didn't want to directly confront him on the nonsense. You didn't even remember what he half the time said. You only remember what he said right there in that seat. He even said goofy shit right there in that seat. You could have said, okay, you just contradicted yourself. You just sound dumb. Mad shit he said all night, the entire 2 hours. Even if you had no knowledge of the situation prior, if you forgot everything that happened, he right there could have been challenged on the stuff he said. Making it like everybody is small and this guy is so much bigger and they all were just trying to find ways to use this guy. Just be honest. Drake numbers have been going down for years. All of the sales have been going down for years. You're going to say, well, all of the whole industry. Yes, nigga, and him too. If you sit there and listen to Mo, this nigga's a fucking God tier level. He's untouchable. He's just standing over everybody. And you let him say this shit. Like Kendrick is a peon and he's a fucking God. It makes no sense to me, gang. I'm sitting here like, yo, is this a joke right now? This guy has to sit there and explain that I don't have a set list. I just play music at parties. Why are we talking about that? He said, you play the record? Yes, I play the fucking record. Do you like the record? Yes, I fucking like the record. Is the record better than Family Matters? Fucking right. Why you let him say this goofy ass shit? Are the bars better than? Yes, motherfucker. What are you talking about? No one says that record is better, but you're dumbass. And you let him say this shit. It's easy. 1, 2, 3. If this nigga won the battle, then why the fuck we got some sexy songs for you and he can't even get a #1 single off this shit? Why the fuck what we talking about? The battle ain't cause more like the fucking bars, nigga. The battle is the whole shit. One nigga going down, one nigga going up. Fuck the other shit you talking about. Okay? Hed literally let him mock the pop out. Like that shit was all because of fucking Drake. He let him mock the fucking stadium tour. He let him mock the fucking Super Bowl. He mocked all of this shit like it was beneath fucking Drake. He made it like it's beneath him. And Hed let that shit fly. And I get it. You got a personal relationship from Kendrick, and y'all probably ain't tripping, but we out here. We riding for this motherfucker, and you got a chance to do the same thing. And I'm not saying you got to be some fucking Billy Goat up there acting like an asshole, but what I'm saying is, Mo sounds stupid as shit. He's saying the dumbest shit ever. He's saying the dumbest shit ever, and Hed is just like, well, yeah, you know, that's how you feel. Like, what up? It's just like, Hed came there to defend his fucking self. Literally, basically, he came there to defend himself. He wouldn't divulge nothing about Kendrick. He wouldn't divulge barely anything about anything. Had almost no opinion about nothing. And he's sitting there, he counterpunching the whole time. Nigga, this not what we paid to see, because we want to see some shit. The most basic of motherfucker could have got up there and just destroyed this nigga. But again, their relationship they got a really good relationship and they want to maintain it. So when next time he's in Beverly Hills or wherever in the hills up in LA, they can be cool and dap up and say, yeah, yo, good shit, my nigga, da-da-da. And they both got what they wanted. This thing is going to do years. It's going to be good for years. They got what they wanted. They got the publicity. They got the numbers. And for a time, it's good. But at the end of the day, any real Kendrick fan is not going to be happy with this shit. Mo got to dictate the narrative. He got to say the most outrageous, egregious shit, and Hed barely challenged him on anything. This is what I'm walking away with. This is what I'm walking away with. Wrong man. This was the wrong man for this job. Because if y'all going to say like, okay, this going to be a friendly fade, then it wasn't a debate. Y'all just talking. That shit is more like a DJ Hed interview. Because he really wouldn't contradict this guy on the nonsense he was talking. Like, you're sitting here defending your opinion as if his shit is fucking right. You really like that record? You like that record? Yeah, motherfucker, what the fuck we talking about? You think I'm supposed to like that other shit? You making it like, oh, because the beat switches 3 times. Who gives a fuck about the beat switching, nigga? What you talking about? Why are we debating this? You tell me why you feel a nigga won it, and I'll tell you why I know he lost. Facts versus fucking feelings, nigga. This nigga had 18 songs in a row go fucking triple nowhere in a fucking road for the battle you think he fucking won. Okay? You got his fucking fans online every fucking day. Come on, guys. We can push this up to #1, trying to press their fans to stream it every fucking day and night. But you think he fucking won. Kendrick doing a Billy. Kendrick ain't never made this much money in his whole fucking life because he crushed this nigga. But you let Maul sit there and say he fucking won. Won fucking what? Then you let him say, oh, he lost nothing. What did he fucking lose? Are you serious? This nigga's in a bathrobe throwing chancletas at fucking drones in Australia. What the fuck we talking about? He lost. What the fuck are we talking about? The minute Maul says this nigga won, the very next question should be won fucking what? And then when you say, I'm talking about the bars, fuck the bars. This is a battle, nigga. You lost. He lost in every fucking way. This nigga's in court. What the fuck we talking about? Talking about some hypothetical shit that you like the fucking bars and these random ass rappers that think he won, but they won't say it publicly. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Oh, I know some rappers that you respect. Name them, nigga. Or shut the fuck up about these miscellaneous fucking rappers. Then you sit there and let him try to pin LeBron into some shit. That's it. Okay, you been to, you know how many motherfuckers' houses I've been to? He been to his house. He been to his kid's game. That sound like a fucking soccer dad. Like, what the fuck we talking about? Now, I owe this nigga forever? Okay, we was cool. He shouldn't have been at the pop-out. Like, so this is what we doing? LeBron can't go to pop-out because fucking Maul say it? The biggest thing in LA, he's a fucking LA Laker? But according to Maul and Drake, LeBron can't go to pop-out. Well, he went. Now what? What's supposed to happen? I don't know who outside of Maul thinks that this nigga Drake is this fucking important in the world. That you can't do this, you can't do that. And then the most egregious shit is he tried. I'm gonna give Hed points for trying. He tried to defend. Okay, when you call him a pedo, Maul is like that's the most egregious thing. Now Hed made a point. He said you can't tell somebody how to react. He said that Kendrick kids wasn't his and that his best friend slept with his girl. So his response when he came back, he called him whatever. At that point, he can do whatever. We can meet up and die. Remember, that was the quote. We can meet up and die. And Maul droned on and fucking on about he just didn't get it. The nigga just sat here and told you, eye for a fucking eye. I can say something, you can say something. Maul not getting it. But that word pedophile, that word, he tried to give him to explain. He's explaining it. He's going in fucking circles and Hed just sitting there letting him, he laughing at him. But don't fucking laugh. Check this nigga like, nigga, you going in circles. I just sat here and fucking told you, dumbass, that you could say whatever the fuck you want to me when I say whatever I want back, it's whatever the fuck it is. It ain't got no fucking limit. It ain't got no fucking rule. It ain't no fucking boundaries. You said my fucking girl got fucked by my best friend. He nutted in her and she had his baby and she been pretending that is mine. That's what this nigga tried to say. But to Maul, that's okay. And then Maul even said, well, that's bad too. Why the fuck do you watch rap battles then, nigga? Why are you qualified to talk about a rap battle? If both of them said shit that's too fucking far, you ain't the one to be talking about these battles then. If what Drake said was too much, and if what Kendrick said too much, you need to bow out of the conversation, my nigga. You soft and you need to get the fuck on. You keep talking about you from Harlem or whatever the fuck. I don't understand what's going on. It's a fucking battle. Niggas say they gonna kill each other and blow their fucking head off and their moms too. It's a battle, dog. This is what we doing. You sitting here you're gonna police this shit? Well, what he said was okay, but what he said was too far. Nigga, get out the fucking game. Please, get the fuck out the game. That's why everybody irritated with this nigga. And the thing is, Hed, you ain't got, like I said, you ain't got to do what I do, right? That's not your thing. But if y'all gonna go in there and have a debate, have some fucking ammunition. Have some shit you're gonna launch on this nigga. I don't think Hed even started one single fucking topic in that motherfucker. Hed was just there to just be like, listen, effective immediately. I got my shirt, watch the podcast, follow the program. It's just like, yo, it wasn't that what we thought we was gonna get. I'm just going to be honest. These dudes is talking crazy. This dude more talking wild in there. Reckless. And then by the time you get to the end, you can say, oh, okay. They're like, oh, they bigging up each other's opponent. They're bigging up, I need to come to LA. No, I need to come to that. It's a friendly fade in there. And I'm like, we just watched 2 hours of dudes being friendly. Well, I'm just going to be honest. It was a tough 2 hours to watch. And sometimes that thing went off the rails and you're like, why are they talking about this? What are we doing? They asked Maul straight up. And this is the most basic question this nigga could have ever been asked. They said, Maul, do you think Drake misinterpreted the lyrics of Mother I when he said that Kendrick was molested as a child when Kendrick clearly wasn't molested as a child? And I get it, the way they asked the question, it wasn't as direct and they didn't remind him of everything that was said line for line, but they basically were saying, Maul, and you don't need to be fucking direct this, like, fucking word for word to understand what they were saying, but they were saying, Maul, on the Hard Part 6, when he said Kendrick was molested and the Kendrick told everybody in the exact record that he wasn't, was that a misrepresentation? Maul goes, oh, if we gonna go on every misrepresentation, nigga, that ain't what the fuck they asked you. So then they ask him again, because he's going all off the fucking rails, and then he goes, well, fucking no. I don't think he misrepresented. Are you serious? That shouldn't even have been a question. That should have been a statement that led to some other question, because he clearly misrepresented the thing. He misrepresented it. There is no question. So next fucking thing is, he misrepresented it. Where we going from there? Okay? Why would you even ask him a question that's a fact? Just to get his reaction, right? Just to get his reaction. Oh, did he misrepresent? Oh, no, well, oh, no. You let him bullshit. And that's the thing. How are you moderating when you're not fact-checking the motherfuckers? You're not there to just sit and ask questions. You're there to fact-check motherfuckers when they say the wrong answer. It was the weirdest shit ever, and the energy was crazy, right? And I'm sitting here like, I don't know, none of them is taking this serious, which is what I get. It's YouTube, it's a podcast, it's for laughs and shits and giggles. I get all that. I understand. But at the same time, right? At the same exact time, we tuned in to get a real debate, right? We tuned in to get a equal level of skill in this thing to defend both sides. Not a lot of dudes being cryptic. Well, if you knew what I knew, shit, the nigga knew what I fucking know. I can't say this shit. Me too. I got mad dirt. Nigga, I would kick it, but shit, I tell you off camera, we ain't tuning in for that shit. It's like two dudes that think they know what they know, what this and that. And I'm sitting here like, why is Maul even the go-to guy of this? He asked him, how long you known Drake? Well, I met Drake since 2012, 2013. He said, well, how long have you had a rapport? He said, about 2 years ago. You doing all this for a nigga you just start kicking it with 2 years ago? You putting your professional whole career in the toilet? Like you're single-handedly destroying this show for a nigga that you met, that you really only start kicking it with 2 years ago? That you know nothing about except for his fucking music? And you're dying on the heel for this nigga? Can't tell me different. You can't tell me different. I just disagree. My whole thing is this, and I'm going to get out of here. This debate was bad. It was awful. Once you decided that this was going to happen, Hed, you really should have at least watched a video, something. Come in the door with some knowledge of this information of what we're going to talk about. You can't come in and let them dictate it, throw you lobball questions just to get 2 hours of content out of you, post it, and get all these views and all these shorts. They're going to cut it up into all these slices and dices. This is going to carry that channel for another year. They just made a year's worth of salary off this thing. And you came in here unprepared. You weren't ready. You didn't know the mission, the assignment. You just a good guy that just came in off the street. It could have been a random dude off the daggone block that came in and did what you did, Hed. I'm just going to be honest. You was a guy coming in there just to give your opinion of the situation. You wasn't there to challenge Maul in any kind of way. I'm just going to be honest. You ended up challenging him here and there, right? Which he easily, quickly rebutted because Maul is a loudmouth. He's not going to let you, he's not going to give you the satisfaction of being right. So you wasn't able to follow up, really. It just was a bad look. Just going to be honest. Hed was not only too nice, he was unprepared. Right? And I'm gonna stop short of saying incompetent, but because it ain't that serious. Let's just be honest. It ain't that serious to be like, you were incompetent. Like, it wasn't that serious. But for people who again, this battle is over. No one's crying in their milk about this. But at the end of the day, we do expect some level of satisfaction when we get to sit down with an asshole like Maul, right? That takes these egregious shots. He said to you right there in the debate that he threw mad lobs and shots through the whole battle before, during, and after. He was one of the main instigators, and he never got called out for that. Never. A lot of the things he asked Hed didn't make no sense, because I'm like, bro, are you really serious? Because you really was bugging in this thing. Right? I'm gonna leave this at this, man. Listen. I'm not no super duper debater or none of that. Like, I'm better, worse, or different. But I would have approached this a little bit differently. And like I said on my other video, either the debate would have been mad short or mad long, depending on what they want to do. One or the other, because it wouldn't have took me but 2 minutes to jump in that thing and get completely irritated and annoyed, and we would have took it from there. Right? And I could still talk to you and be annoyed at you. So I wish I would love to debate more. I'm just going to be honest. But at this point, it doesn't matter. It's debating a brick wall. I don't want to debate a brick wall. I don't want to debate somebody whose opinions are dumb as hell, right? He's still in this thing that UMG is moving the needle and telling Drake where to go and this and that. He's still in this thing that Drake is so big that everything that Kendrick did for this battle only was possible because of this guy. He wouldn't even have got the Amazon show without the Not Like Us record. Then he makes it like they're wrong for doing it. They're there to capitalize off the record. Yeah, dumb niggas. What the fuck they supposed to do? He got the biggest records in the world, record in the world. He just slayed the fucking dragon, cut his whole fucking head off. Disemboweled this nigga. Why wouldn't he parade around with the head on the fucking stick? Maul wants him to say, okay, I won, and just bow down and just go back to doing nothing. No, nigga, this nigga is dead. A fucking year later, you're still talking about how he got his ass beat. So no, nobody's gonna fucking bow down and stop performing the song because you're dumbass. In a goofy ass lawsuit from the bubble bath rapper. Fuck that. And that's what Hed should have told him, nigga, y'all niggas lost, nigga. Stop acting like a bitch. Stop telling niggas what they can't and can't do. Nigga, we'll do this shit for another 10 years straight. Fuck y'all niggas. Because you would have did it. Right? Didn't Drake do something like 2-3 years of fucking taunting Meek Mill? Then he said some dumb shit. Nobody thought Meek was a better rapper than Drake. This is the shit I had to fucking listen to. Who the fuck didn't think Meek Mill was going to beat the shit out of Drake in a rap battle until his ass beat him? Why do you think everybody was so surprised when Back to Back won? Because they thought Meek was a better rapper. But he was allowed to say dumbass shit like this. Oh, nobody thought Meek was a better rapper than Drake. Who? Who thought that Drake was going to beat Meek Mill in that battle? I want to know. I want to see somebody in writing that said that they thought that this guy was going to beat him. Nobody thought that. Right? Unless we're going to rewrite history. Let me know if we rewrite history. Because at the time, everybody was like, yo, Drake is bugging going at Meek. And then he dropped Back to Back. And it was like, whoa. Body by a singing nigga. Right? So listen, I'm going to get out of here, man. I just want to say, you guys did your thing. You got the numbers up, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. But I'm just here to say, I think Hed, he missed a crucial opportunity. All right? And I'm going to leave it at that. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. See what they got cooking. They ship everywhere in the continent. Make sure you let them know who sent you. All right? I'm going to catch you on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.